All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. We are good to go. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Yule, blessed Yule. Today is the winter solstice and it also starts the Yule season. Today is actually Yule and then it's the Yule tide season. Some people celebrate Yule from today to actually all the way until the spring equinox, like the entire season of winter. Hey, Amanda. So blessed Yule to you, my dear. Hello, hello. I hope you're enjoying this winter equinox, winter solstice that we're going on. I was just talking about the spring equinox because some people celebrate with merriment and Yuletide from now into the spring equinox. Because what this time symbolizes for both the winter solstice and for Yule is the return of the light. It's a time when now the sun is going to be longer and longer and longer. Our days are going to get longer and longer and longer, all the way up into the summer solstice, where then it switches, where the days get shorter and shorter and shorter leading up to the winter solstice. So we are celebrating the return of the light. And with that return of the light, we are transformed and reborn. Yes, we are. We are reborn and new as the person that we've decided to transform to from the lessons we learned from the last year. So we learn those lessons, we grow from those lessons, and we transform ourselves. And then we just continue this cycle. That is the beautiful cycle of life, that life, death, rebirth. Nature tells us that all the time. Like in the winter months, trees are barren, it's colder. It's really a time to go inside and reflect. Reflect on what you've learned, what things have happened in 2018 that made you grow. Like what are you growing from? What lessons have you learned? What lessons have you not learned? What lessons do you still need to learn? How can you better yourself? So it really is an inward time of going inside and really finding yourself, but it's also the season of Yule, which is, hello to Monica, which the season of Yule is a time to share what you've learned, share your experiences, share your bounty so that we may all grow together from it. Hey, Mikey, so that we may all grow together. We can all learn each other's lessons. We can all share in each other's bounty. That's actually where that gift giving comes from, is that, you meet at one family member's house and everyone brings us something for the family, brings something that's from their garden, from their harvest. If this person's good at making wool blankets, like boom, they'll bring some wool blankets over for the family, things like that. We share in the abundance and share in the bounty and share in the love. So Yuletide is all about getting together with the people that you love, eating, drinking, and being merry. Just eat, drink, be merry, tell stories of what you did, experiences that you've had, how you've grown, how you've changed, and what you're ready to transform as the light begins to grow. Because each day now, it's daylight is going to be a minute or two longer, a minute or two longer. The sun's going to stay out with us like a minute or two longer every single day until we get to that summer solstice where it's starts to tip and then the sun starts to go back. It's every single day. It's a little bit darker. The sun's sets a little bit earlier. All right. So now we're having the sun's going to start to set a little bit later every single day until we've got those days where sun doesn't set until like 9 o'clock. Yeah. Can't wait for that. I'm getting my behind on the beach. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So let's get started with today's reading. First, numerologically, I'm getting better at that one, saying it more fluid. Today is a number 8 day, which is like, wow, there's so many energies going on between today and tomorrow, with it being the winter solstice, tomorrow being the full moon in Cancer. We also have a meteor shower going on. So where I'm at right now, it's rainy, cloudy in the sky. I'm most likely not going to be able to see any shooting stars tonight, but if it's clear where you're at, make sure you gaze up into the night sky. You should see the moon almost at full. It's maybe at like 98% illumination tonight. We're still in that waxing gibbous phase, going to the full moon for tomorrow. But you should see a lot of shooting stars tonight. Just stand under that celestial energy and really allow that to absorb in you. I find that when I am like usually at the beach gazing up at the stars, it reminds me about kind of how small I am in the grand scheme of everything. So therefore, how insignificant my problems are, and how much I need to be in gratitude for the things that I do have. A lot of times we just make mountains out of molehills. This thing happens and it's like, oh, it's the end of the world. Really, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world at all. And our problems just are not as profound as we think they are. If we think in the grand scheme of all of the cosmos, of all of the universe, of everyone who's on this planet and everything that's going on simultaneously as we're going on through our day to day, so is every other being on Earth, every other being in the universe. They've got their own timeline, time schedule, worries, frets, things that they're going on. So a lot of times we get so caught up in self, in a selfish kind of way, that we think that our problems are just and our issues are just so much so. This is a time to release all of that negative energy. Just release it, let it go, and allow yourself to be one. Be one with the cosmos, be one with the universe. We are all made up of the same things that the universe is made up of. And in all truth, in all actuality, as human beings, we need four things to survive. Four things, that's it. We need food, water, shelter, fire. That's it. We have food, water, shelter, fire. We're good to go. We can live. We're good. Everything else is materialistic. It's secondary. We don't need that. You don't need all of these things. We don't need baubles and jewels and all this other crap that we flood our lives with. We really don't need that. We only need those four essential things in order for us to thrive. A lot of us are just surviving because we are living in that lack. So if you are having difficulty just keeping your mind in that lack space, I encourage you to go back to my noon live that I did earlier today. It was day 4 of the 5 days of meditation, and we talked about gratitude. So I encourage you to do that. We can't live in lack. Like, why live in lack when there is so much to be grateful for? There is so much abundance that we have right here, right now, that there is no such thing as lack. If you set your mindset in that lack mindset, then you will always be thinking about what you don't have. Switch your mind to think about what you do have and be grateful for it. So our stones that we're using today to help us on this day where it is the least amount of light that we have today, it's going to be the most darkness. That is that shadow part of us, that going inside and really digging out all of the muck and getting that clean. So to help with that, I've got smoky quartz, which I love this smoky quartz because see, it's like in the shape of a heart. I love it. It's so cutesy wootsy. Smoky quartz helps to absorb negative energy for you. And then I've also got garnet, which is a good grounding stone. It connects you to the earth. It's in connection with the root chakra. And it also, wait, I wrote it down, self-empowerment and higher thinking. Higher thinking, thinking in those higher vibrations. Lack is not a higher vibration. Abundance is. So you want to think of abundance, even if you have $4.16 in your bank account right now, you are abundant, okay? Even if you live in a one-room shack, you are abundant. Just think of things like that. Be grateful for what you have and not ungrateful for what you don't have. You stay in that mindset of what you don't have, you will continue to not have, so to speak. So let's get started with today's reading. We are going to use the Earth Magic Oracle cards. I love these with the pretty tree above and below. So beautiful. And pulling out an oldie but goodie, Rider-Waite-Smith. It's the deck I learned tarot on. So we're going to be using that today. Yay, yay. So let's go ahead and get started. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Close your eyes and take 4 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allow your breath to be natural. And just spend a few moments focusing your attention on your breath, relaxing your body, stilling your mind, Allowing your thoughts to just float away as clouds, allowing your muscles to relax, your bones to relax, and just focusing on the present moment. Now focus your attention on your heart space, your actual physical heart. Breathe into your physical heart as if it is its own lung. And with each in-breath, we are activating the electromagnetic field that exists around all of our hearts. And just see that field emanating from your heart like a beautiful golden web, just growing greater and greater and greater, filling up your chest cavity, filling up your blood and bones. And we're going to send that beautiful golden web out to all beings, spreading love and light to all beings. We're going to send that out as a reminder that within this day of darkness, there is still light. There is always light. And we use the darkness to find the light. Without darkness, there is no light. Without light, there is no darkness. And you're accepting those aspects of ourselves that we consider shadow aspects and use that for our benefit to learn lessons. We're going to spread our love and light out, our energy from our heart space out to all beings, connecting with all beings, great and small, so that we may be as one. That energetic connection is going to span all space and time, through all generations, from the beginning of time till the end of time. All that is, all that was, and all that will be is now being encompassed by the electromagnetic field around our hearts. Allow yourself to be at peace with your station in life. Be grateful for who you are and what you have. Know that you are loved, you are lovable, and you are perfectly imperfect. Now take a nice, slow, deep breath. And go ahead and open your eyes. Hey, boo, you're just in time. And I'm going to go ahead and starts the shuffling. Gratitude weighs heavy on my heart today, as I am very grateful for all of the fucked up shit that happened in 2018, to be quite honest. Because all of that stuff is lessons to learn, ways to push me forward, to challenge me, to get me to go forward. So you learn the lessons and you get rid of the energy. That's what we'll be getting rid of during this time. Get rid of any of the negative energy that attaches on to all of those things that happened in your life. You want to get rid of the negative energetic attachments, but you don't want to forget what happened, and you don't want to forget the lessons. Learning the lessons is how we grow. That's how we transform. That's how we become enlightened. That's how we ascend. Staying true to ourselves, true to our paths, true to our crafts, true to our creativity, true to our humanness is how we ascend as human beings. So let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. And pardon me, my Rider-Waite deck is a little stiff. As you can see, I don't use this one that much. figured today would be a good day to get her out of retirement. She looks good. Had her for a while. She looks pretty good. It's because I have the Radiant Rider Waite, which has like this little lamination on it that keeps her nice and fresh. So fresh and so clean, clean. So think today, journal about today, what you're grateful for. What do you appreciate? What lessons have you learned? What mistakes have you made that were good mistakes? We all got good mistakes. In my opinion, every single mistake is good because every single mistake is a learning opportunity. It's a way in which for you to be better. Could you imagine if we did everything perfect the very first time we did it? No one would ever grow. Oh, look at that. Okay, that makes total, complete, and absolute sense. We've got 3 cup cards and then a major arcana, which has cups in it. Makes sense for the energies that are going on now with the full moon in Cancer being tomorrow, all about your emotions, that feminine aspect of yourself, that Cancer energy. You know how Cancers do. Be so sensitive sometimes, be all in their feels, all in their feelings. And again, we just had this card. When was it? Was it yesterday? Yes, look at that. We've got the same oracle card from yesterday, Dance Celebration. Which, hey, it's fitting. It's Yule. Dance, celebrate, be merry. Get your groove on. Celebrate your mistakes. Celebrate the lessons that you've learned. Celebrate what's to come in 2019. Celebrate your present moment and how abundant you are. How you have all the things that you need to survive. Keep that in mind. Keep your vibration up. You need to celebrate every single day to make sure that every single day you're increasing your vibration. So imagine if you did something every single day for 365 days to increase your vibration. At the end of the 365 days, you will be 365% more vibrant. You'll be 365% higher because every single day you've done something to celebrate something that's happened that day, the day before, or what's going to happen. So that theme is keeping from yesterday to today. And today is a number 8 energy vibration day, which when you look at the 8, it's that sacred infinity symbol. As above, so below, how everything is connecting. Everything connects. 8 is like the number of mastery. It's power, strength, spiritual togetherness, balance, that balance of above and below, that balance of your mind, body, soul, and spirit, keeping that balance together. Celebrate that balance. Celebrate all of the things that you have done to bring yourself out of imbalance into where you are today. So for our minds, we have Temperance reversed. Okay, this is another reminder to make sure we are balanced, that we every single day are balanced. And see, got the 2 cups, water going from one cup to another cup. They all stay in balance. If you are out of balance, I encourage you to do something to feed your mind, feed your body, feed your soul, and feed your spirit. Do it today. Keep yourself in balance. Balance your family life, your career life, your love life. One of my biggest pet peeves is like, and I even have a friend like this who, whenever she gets a dude, she gets a new boyfriend, you don't see her. You don't see her at all. When she's single, she comes around. That is not living a balanced lifestyle. Like, not at all. You have to be able to balance your alone time with your significant other, friend time, family time, work time, alone time. You've got to be able to balance all of those things. That brings a roundabout person. So bring balance into your life today. Make sure you're not being taken advantage of by someone, that someone's saying, no, I need you to do this, so you have to do it for me. No, you don't. You don't have to do anything. But pay taxes and die. That's what we have to do as human beings. We have to pay taxes and die. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. What is necessary for you to do is maintain your balance. That is for your own personal health and well-being. We've got, again, another repeat, 7 of Cups upright. It's upright now in our actions. Our card of the day earlier was a 7 of Cups reversed, which is letting us know to carve out our own path. with it being in our action space here, watch out for trying to do too much too much at once. All right. Focus and prioritize. There's going to be so much coming and offering to you, especially during the holiday season. Come to my house, come to my house, do this, do that, do this, do that. Pick a plan, stick with the plan, and don't overexert yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Yeah, see? That's a pet peeve, isn't it, Amanda? It's the worst. Like, you can't be like that. You can't disappear when you're booed up. Like, that's not cool. That's giving balance. You also have to make sure that you are prioritizing your life, that you're not being distracted by this, that, and the third, so that you're not doing the things that you were supposed to do, that you were meant out to do. So watch out for people inviting you to too many things. Like you're going to be invited to do this with me, do this, go here with me, do this with me, do this with me. Pick your battles, pick what you want to do, pick how you want to live, how you want to be, and do that and stick with it. Stick with it. Otherwise, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to be exhausted throughout this holiday season, and you're not going to enjoy the merriment of the holiday season. Yeah, it is very hurtful, especially to probably his kids, your kids, everyone in the family. Like, that is very hurtful. We're still talking about that imbalance in your life when you're doing more than one thing. And this is not just with relationship, this is with career too. Like, if someone finally lands their career job or is starting to build up their business and that's all they do, all they do is work, 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 work. You see me, I feel work, 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 work. You can't just work all the time. You've got to play. You've got to play as well. You can't just do one thing all the time. You've got to bring balance to your life. This is the representation of all of the things that are out there for you to do. All of the things that are there, you can't do them all. You have to pick and choose what you need to do, what's important to you. You can't please all of the people all the time. You just can't do it. That's just not going to happen. It's going to cause overwhelm, strife, and a low vibration for yourself. You need to watch out for your own energy. We've got the Queen of Cups in our emotional state. And the Queen of Cups is unique because, look, her cup is covered. All the other cups in the Rider-Waite, they're open. They're open cups. They may have something in them, but they're open cups. The Queen of Cups, her cup is closed. It's a reminder, especially during this full moon and the winter solstice and the meteor shower that's going on, is to check your emotions. Don't be so much so in your feels that you're being super sensitive to everything. Don't take everything personal, and watch your secrets. Okay, you can't tell secrets to everybody because not everybody's going to keep those secrets under wrap. You know that person that you can trust. Trust that person, and that's it. Don't get too loose on the sauce that you start blabbing around stuff that you don't want people to know and then get mad because they done told everybody. Watch yourself. Check your emotions. Check yourself. Make sure you are balanced and in alignment so that you can control your emotions. When people come at you with craziness, it always happens in the holiday season. You always have that family member that you haven't seen in forever, but they just push your buttons. Don't let that person push your buttons. Don't do that. Just cool, calm, maintain, keep your feels in your feels. You don't need to express everything. You don't need to fight with everyone all the time. You don't need to do that. Because in our spirit, we've got the Page of Cups reversed. I told you, a bunch of cups here. 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, 2 cups in the Temperance card. All about your feelings, all about your emotions, all up in that romance right there. So this here is, if you're not mindful and you're not checking what you're doing, this could be trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise for yourself, trouble in paradise for your family members. They're going to feel a detachment of love, not really feel that connection that they should be feeling from you because you are imbalanced. All right? Be free to show your emotions the way you want to show your emotions, but not overdo it. Don't be too sensitive and too much in your feels. You're going to want to be in your feels between today, tomorrow, and today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, the effect of the full moon is in full swing. The day of the full moon, the day before, and the day after. So we are right now feeling that Cancerian energy from that full moon, that coupled with the solstice and the meteor shower. That's a lot of energies going on, a lot of feels. Check your feels. Release the negative. Release it, release it, release it. Spread love and light to everyone around, balance yourself out and don't take shit personally. Don't take it personally. If this person over here is popping off at the mouth and snapping here and that there, that's not your shit. It's not your shit. It's not because of you. It's not for you. It's not by you. It's not against you. It's not your shit. It's theirs. Let them deal with their own shit. Like, that's it. Have empathy. Damn, sorry you're going through that. If you want to talk, holler at me. I got you. But they snap at you, don't take it personally. You know you ain't do them people nothing. So if you know you didn't do anything to harm them and they're snapping at you, don't get all sensitive about it and then start picking a fight, because that's exactly what that person wants. They want you to be in that negative energy that they are. And we're dancing, we're celebrating, we're upping our vibration. We're getting ourselves into that higher vibration every single day, as much as we can every single day. It's time to party. Party, party. Party and have fun, and don't take things personally. That's the main takeaway from this, is to set your boundaries full, check your emotions, don't take stuff personally, and balance yourself out. Make sure that you are spending enough time with your family, your friends, your loved one, your work, yourself. Balance all of that out. We've got 24 hours in a day. It's a lot can get done in those 24 hours. Divide it up. No one thing or one person should take the majority of your day, unless it's you. I'm going to give a little caveat on that, because self-love days are vitally important. And if you feel as though you need 8 to 10 hours to be by yourself, to take a nap, take a goddess bath, do you. That's your own emotional recharge. We're going to be tried in our emotions between today, tomorrow, and Sunday, just because of the energies that are going on. So make sure that you reel that in, connect with yourself, and check your emotions. Don't flip out on Cousin Pete, because Cousin Pete always got something slick to say about something. You know that's Cousin Pete. Let Cousin Pete be slick. Go ahead, be slick, Cousin Pete. Talk your shit. Go ahead, because it's going to roll off your back. Let it roll off your back. You don't need to be bothered with it at all whatsoever, in any way, shape, or form. And there's one more thing that I wanted to say. I started talking about Cousin Pete a little bit too long. What was it? What was it? Bring it back to me. Oh, fluidity. That's what it was. The fluidity. So we've got water in the Temperance. We've got in the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. We also have a fish there in the Page of Cups. That going with the flow message is still also strong. We've got to go with that flow. Go with the flow. Be one with what's going on. Be one with the energies. Don't resist the energies. You may feel like crying today, tomorrow, or Sunday. Hey, Christian, welcome, welcome. You may feel like crying and letting your emotions just fly out. You may feel like it. Go ahead and cry. Let that out. Let the water flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it go. When you are resistant to crying because you think, oh, that's weakness. That's a weakness. I'm showing my emotions too much. Nah, you're not. You've got to let that out so that you don't flip out on someone unnecessarily. So that you don't then show your ass when you don't need to show your ass, when you don't intend or mean to do that. All right, get yourself to a nice quiet space in your room, in your shower. Go ahead and cry and let it out so that you can release all of those emotions. The full moon is a time of release. So we've got that energy going on here, and the solstice is a time of rebirth. Allow yourself to go into that shadow space inward and come out fresh and new. But the key to doing that is to establishing balance. How you establish balance is getting your boundaries together. Getting your boundaries together, controlling your emotions, and not flipping out on the handle and every little thing that goes on. And celebrate your accomplishments. If you have dinner with Cousin Pete and you didn't cuss him out, pat yourself on the back. Yay, I didn't cuss Cousin Pete out. That's great. That's cause for celebration. Let's celebrate. You know what I mean? Little simple things like that that you know are helping your psyche, helping your emotional well-being. This energy of the Cancerian moon is all about your emotional state, that feminine energy that is really nurturing. That it's also in association with water. We've got a lot of water imageries in the cards here today. That fluidness, that going with the flow and just letting things flow as they may. Don't try to force it. Don't try to resist it. Don't try to talk your way out of it or avoid it. none of that's going to work. You've got to flow with it. If you're in resistance, if you are not flowing with what you need to flow with, then you're going to keep yourself in that lower vibration of lack. And then things are going to just snowball into more and more and more strife and hardship. And you don't want that. You want this to be a happy time for you right now. You want this to be a happy time where you're in merriment, in joyousness, connecting with those that you love, sharing your experiences, sharing your abundance, sharing your heart, your love, all of those things. So don't allow your emotions to fuck it up, and don't allow the emotions of someone else to fuck you up. Like I say all the time, you cannot control the actions of other people. You can just control your reactions. Watch your reactions this weekend. Watch them, because people are going to try you to get that emotional goat on you, be manipulative and try to sneak up in there. But no, be strong in your shit. Be strong in your stance, in your heart, in your path, in what you believe in, what you want to do with your life. And don't let your emotions run you. You run your emotions. You run every aspect of yourself. You control your mind, you control your body, you control your emotions, you control your spiritual connection. You control that. And all of those things have to work in tandem for you to really be a balanced and healthy individual. So those are my messages for today. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I will be back later on tonight for us to do, I don't quite know what we're going to do for the winter solstice tonight. We're going to do something. I don't know. I'm going to meditate on it and figure it out. And then I'll see you guys later on tonight for winter solstice live. We'll do something awesome, great, and swell. So peace, love, and blessings to all of you. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do share this video if you think someone will benefit from it. If you would like your own personal reading, please do take advantage of the December Yuletide special. Either email me at tarot.tosh.balance@gmail.com or message me, send me a little inbox, and I'll get you on my calendar. We've got 10 days left of this month, so you've got 10 more days to take advantage of this special. If you need to go a little deeper, hit me up. And I can get you in the 4 or 8 week program. Or if you'd like to see what 2019 is hitting for you in the month of January, I'll be offering Wheel of the Year readings. Woohoo! So you can know month by month what to expect. Victory loves preparation. I love you all dearly with all of my heart and soul. I will see you later on. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love and light.